Happy New Year, everyone. My name is Michael Pahl, and I am the new Executive Minister for Mennonite Church, Manitoba. I am honored to serve in this role, and I am grateful to those who have gone before me serving in this role. Special thanks to Ken Morkington for his years of service, also to Rick Neufeld for stepping in an interim capacity over the past 6 months, and to Peter Rempel for coming alongside Rick and serving as administrative support. I'm speaking to you from the sanctuary of Morden Mennonite Church, where I have served as lead pastor over the past 7.5 years. This represents the fact that Mennonite Church Manitoba is not the staff who have their offices at 600 Shaftesbury and Winnipeg. Mennonite Church Manitoba is Morden Mennonite Church, and Nordheim Mennonite Church, and Oak Lake Mennonite Church, and Pinawa Christian Fellowship, and Gretna Bergtaler Mennonite Church. Mennonite Church Manitoba is all of the 39 churches across this province who make up our conference. Mennonite Church Manitoba is you. The staff who work at 600 Shaftesbury, our job is to support you, each of our churches, and all of us collectively, from Springsteen Mennonite Church to Grace Mennonite Church, both of them, from Jubilee Mennonite Church to Fort Garry Mennonite Fellowship, from Vietnamese Mennonite Church to First Mennonite Church. Each church and all of our churches collectively that make up our conference. Everything that we do as Mennonite Church Manitoba staff is to provide support in participating in the work of God among you and among us together. And my role as executive minister is to oversee this supportive work, to participate in this supporting work, and to support the MCM staff in supporting you. My primary focus in my first couple of months on the job will simply be to get my feet under me, to get to know our amazing MCM staff, to hear what God is doing in and through them among you. This will be good preparation for our MCM gathering coming up on March 6th. Then, once I'm a little drier behind the ears, I will turn my primary focus to you, our MCM churches, the beating heart of Mennonite Church Manitoba. I want to hear what God is doing among you, in your congregation and in your community. I want to hear your dreams about what God may be doing among you next. I want to hear your stories. And then I want to share your stories. I want all of Mennonite Church Manitoba to know that God is among us, enabling us both to will and to work for God's good purposes. I want the world to know this. And as we share these stories of God's work among us, we will discover our identity as Mennonite Church Manitoba, and we will gain a renewed sense of God's vision for us for the future. Over the next 20 months, I plan to make significant connections with each of our 39 MCM congregations. This doesn't just mean showing up in your Sunday worship services every once in a while, me speaking to you, although I will do that. It means me listening to you, listening for the Spirit among you, among us. 2020 has been a difficult year. It's been a challenging year. It's been a challenging year for us as MCM, just when it seemed like things were turning a corner after a series of challenging years. During this difficult and challenging year, however, I have seen the Spirit of Christ alive and at work among us in new ways. I know you have seen it too. I've seen the fruit of God's Spirit in resilience, in creativity, and in joy through challenge and change. New skills learned to meet a new era. I am confident that the one who has begun this good work in us will carry it on to completion. Whatever 2021 holds for us, we can be sure of this: we are not alone. God is with us. God is among us. Jesus, our Emmanuel, has come. We stand in the light of his epiphany, and we walk forward in that light of Christ together. Take care, my friends.